log on to our local MLS, that's the Greater Tyler Association of Realtors MLS, I always check the market monitor, which is basically just a quick overview right on the homepage when I first log in. I love the market monitor because it gives you a quick overview of the newly listed, price changes, anything that has sold, or is anything that has come back on the market. It's a great resource for current buyers who haven't quite found what they're looking for yet, or the one that got away might come back on the market, or just to be in the know first. I usually organize the new listings by the cities and school districts so that I know that the current buyers' needs that I am looking out for, I can say, hey, you need to see this property, and I can send it to them immediately, because sometimes it is worth that so that you can get your foot in the door quickly. On the flip side of that, I do always like to look at the price changes. I wanted to share some information about that today. Forgive me, I'm using my phone. I didn't feel like doing my whole video setup. I know my sign's backwards, but it says Living in East Texas, which is my YouTube channel, which is where you're finding me right now. And if you are not already subscribed, please click subscribe. Click the notification bell. I would love for you to follow. I would love for you to comment. I love to see engagement. It also helps give a boost in the algorithm. What I'm looking for more than anything is to connect with those people who see that our personalities would be a good fit to help them buy and sell real estate in the greater East Texas area. With that being said, I'm Rebecca Williams with the Living East Texas channel. One of the things that I like to look at is price changes, because sometimes you have a buyer who's on the cusp of something, they've got their eyes on something, and or something prices down into their range. So again, keeping an eye on the market, just making sure that I'm serving my clients to the best of my ability, looking for those deals that may show up because something has been on the market a little longer than intended. Under the market monitor where it says price changes, today there are 138 properties that have had price changes within the last 24 to 48 hours. Y'all, of those 138, only 4 were increases. One's a rental, one is a commercial property, and the other 2 are residentials. So 134 price reductions. Very frequently I am asked, how is the market? And I wanted to give you an update. If there are 134 price reductions just in the Tyler MLS, I'm going to venture a pretty safe guess that if I pulled up my Longview MLS and my Dallas MLS, that we would probably see the same kind of trend. Why this is important to you. Many people are holding on to their hats, thinking and praying, remembering the low interest rates from just a couple of years ago. And I am going to venture a pretty safe guesstimate again that interest rates, we're not gonna see them that low for a very long time again, if ever. However, we know that interest rates are cyclical, just like the real estate market. And so if you are waiting around for interest rates to come down, just understand that you can refinance once you purchase. I know what you're thinking. Real estate agents say all the time, buy now, refinance later. I'm going to explain to you a couple of things. Some lenders will actually refinance for a super low cost to you if you use them for your purchase and then refinance with them. I really didn't quick film this video so that we could talk about interest rates necessarily, but I did want to talk about the fact that this is a buyer's market. Homes are sitting on the market longer, and this sometimes creates opportunity for you as a buyer. I quickly did the math, and I believe I sold 8 or 9 properties in the last 6 months, but what I wanted to let you know is my last 4 buyers, we were able to secure them a contract under a sales price, and all 4 of them were able to get closing cost assistance. With that said, who you work with as a buyer's agent does matter. How they negotiate, what they're willing to ask for, and how they can look at both sides of the equation and see what is the best deal that's going to work for you as a buyer. I create content here on the Living in East Texas channel on purpose to help you understand me, my personality, to see if it would be a good fit to work together. And I would love to help you if you are considering buying, selling, or both. If you think it would be a good fit to work together, give me a call. Let's set up a buyer's consultation and or a listing appointment if you're considering selling as well. And let's just sit down and chat and let me talk to you about the market. Sometimes in this market, if you're a seller, you do need to offer some sort of incentive to the buyer, whether that be helping buy their rate down, giving them closing cost assistance, offering a home warranty, or any other negotiable items. However, you can sometimes make up the difference on your buy side depending on what property that you are looking at, what area, how long it's been on the market, the seller's personal situation. There's a lot of different aspects that go into those scenarios, so that's a case-by-case basis, of course. But if you see that you vibe with my personality and you want to meet with me one-on-one, just give me a call. I would love for you to do that. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell so that you know every time that I posted a new video. I haven't posted a new video in a long time. I've posted multiple shorts over the last few months, but I have not posted very many long form videos because production time, editing time, and life. It's another reason I wanted to kind of pump this out there is because this was on my heart today. I was like looking at this, 134 properties have had price reductions. They may not all be in the area that you're interested in, but if you're a real estate professional is keeping an eye on that for you and can help you get in the door first when something does change, it could make all the difference for your next purchase. The whole purpose of this video is to let you know that if you're considering buying a property, whether you need to sell first or you will sell after you purchase, you cannot always wait for interest rates to come down to where you would like them to be. All of this is to say that as a buyer in the current real estate market, it is actually a pretty good time to buy. As a buyer, if you are looking at a market that has 134 price reductions, even if they're not in your area, it would help you to understand that sellers, in order to sell their property, they're either going to offer an incentive up front or they're going to agree to an incentive like closing cost assistance or other negotiable items in order to go under contract as quickly as possible and get their property sold. We know that it is very difficult when a property sits on the market for any extended length of time. The general public will start to wonder what's wrong with the property, even though that's not exactly what's going on. It just has to fit the right buyer. I have some buyers who are intently watching certain properties, just waiting for the price to fall into the price point that they're willing to pay. So I would encourage you, if you are interested in buying, go ahead and reach out to me. Let's set up a buyer consultation. And on the flip side of that, if you need to sell, I have a free online seller seminar, but I'm also glad to meet with you and go over all the information that I cover there. I have multiple videos about how to choose a great listing agent right here on the Living East Texas channel. However, if you want to skip all that and just talk to a great listing agent, give me a call and I can go over most of that information in person, whether you need to sell first before you purchase or if you want to go ahead and purchase and then sell later. We can sit down and figure out what scenario works best for you and your family. So my intent for filming this video was not to tell you about interest rates, but it is important to you, of course, if you are a seller and you're sitting on a lower interest rate, you may have still overpaid or paid max market price just to get under contract, because when the interest rates were so low, that's what happened. It created a frenzy and it created a seller's market that allowed sellers to be able to sit and just see what buyers were going to offer. And a lot of people paid extremely high prices even though they have lower interest rates. Well, now it's kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. We have a little bit higher interest rate. If you're considering selling and you are sitting on a lower interest rate, I do not blame you for not wanting to change. However, life happens. Sometimes you have to. You don't really have a choice. I'm not always good at posting weekly market updates or even monthly. I'm not good at it. I don't pretend to be. But if you're curious, this is applicable as of May 28th, 2025. And unless something super drastic happens in the economy, which we know it can, this is the state of the current real estate market in the greater East Texas area. And once again, y'all, I'm Rebecca Williams with Leslie Kane Realty and the Living East Texas channel. I'm a real estate professional here in the greater East Texas area, predominantly serving around Tyler. I currently reside in Hideaway, Texas, which is Lindale School District. And so I have been in the Lindale and Hideaway area for over 14 years. I was born in Tyler, Texas many moons ago, and I absolutely love East Texas. I love selling real estate here, and I video so you guys will know what it is like to truly live in beautiful East Texas. Have a wonderful day. Oh, my back, my back, my back, my back. I like it because the screen makes my eyes look a little green, doesn't it? It's good lighting.